Right now at 6, a bank is closed after a car crashes into the building.
And as Pride Month ends, a new LGBTQ+ nonprofit looks to the future.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A Winona man pleaded guilty to a sextortion scheme that authorities say victimized more than 60 underage girls. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, 30-year-old Valentin Quintana used social media to manipulate young girls from several states into sending sexually explicit images or videos. Authorities say he'd pose as a friend or romantic partner to gain their trust or offer them money. Once he received an explicit image or video, he would use that as leverage to get more. Quintana pleaded guilty Thursday to 1 count each of production, distribution, and possession of child pornography.
A former youth pastor from a church in Wisconsin Rapids is facing charges of repeated sexual assault of a child. According to an announcement today from Wisconsin's Attorney General and the Wood County DA, 52-year-old James Lane was charged for incidents that allegedly happened back in 2002 and 2003. He was a youth pastor at the Faith Reformed Church at the time. A report from a victim said Lane allegedly assaulted them in his car when he was driving them home. Lane later admitted to having an inappropriate relationship with a girl in the youth group. Lane is currently a Colorado resident.
First responders battled a house fire in the town of Wheatland this morning. A News 8 crew member at the scene said the house has been severely damaged and much of the structure appears to be destroyed. Mutual aid was called for water assistance. Now, no word yet on any injuries. There was reportedly a structure with chickens nearby the house. Crews from several agencies, including Genoa and Viroqua fire departments, helped put out the fire.
The Ultra Federal Credit Union branch in Onalaska is temporarily closed after a car crashed into the side of the building today. According to the branch manager, a car went over the curb and hit the building, damaging windows and the brick wall underneath. The lobby will be closed to the public until repairs and inspections are completed. The drive-through will remain available during operating hours.
Well, a lot for some are having a wet evening commute, especially along I-90 area right now. La Crosse have seen quite a bit of rain, almost an inch over the last hour and a half. But as you go further north, not too much, but cameras overall there. The temperatures are correct. The visibility is not correct, but you notice the wet conditions, except for Eau Claire. They have stayed just north of it. And there's your rainfall amounts for the last 3 hours. So some areas have picked up almost an inch. We're getting very close to that for La Crosse. So it's been kind of just hugging I-90 further east, but there is a line that extends further south towards Decorah. That'll begin to push further to the west. So overall, it's really that area that we're looking at. But still, for the next hour and a half for La Crosse area, it's definitely going to be wet. The good news is none of this is severe. The back edge is right there, getting close to eastern, near the west rim, if I can say Mississippi for once. Overall, that's your conditions right there. Now, if we time that out throughout the evening, another hour and a half, it should be pushing east. We'll still see a few showers, maybe a storm until that cold front gets here overnight, but a bulk of the night probably will be dry for most areas with just cloud cover and temperatures dropping back into the 60s. So later on, we'll kind of break down the cooler weekend coming. In fact, we might be 10 to 15 degrees below average, and that means overnight lows coming to maybe to the 40s as we get close to Sunday morning. So there will be a little bit of a chill out there.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
The city of La Crosse is getting nearly $20,000 through a community challenge grant. Yesterday, AARP Wisconsin announced 8 grant recipients. The idea for the challenge is to help communities become more livable for people over the age of 50. Earlier this year, La Crosse passed an ordinance to allow accessory dwelling units, also known as ADUs or granny flats, are a secondary unit that shares the same lot as a larger primary home. They are often used to have older relatives live closer to their families, making caring for them easier. The city decided to use the funds to start a challenge to design ADUs, making it easier for folks to implement them.
We'd like to pick the top, 3 to 5 designs and actually develop building plans for those so people can just kind of hit the ground running if they wanted to build it and understand their expenses and everything.
Coleman says the city plans to start accepting designs within the next month, and he hopes to have those final designs picked out by the end of the year.
Well, as we reach the end of June this weekend, we also reach the end of Pride Month, a time set to commemorate the LGBTQ+ community.
As Pride Month comes to an end, News 8 Now's Allison Fergott spoke with members of a new La Crosse nonprofit advocating for the LGBTQ+ community. Allison.
Ken and Emily, although it is still in its infancy, the LGBTQ coalition of the Coulee region is already making moves to support those in the community. After identifying a need in La Crosse for more support, Deb and Joe Bassett started the nonprofit this winter. The coalition's mission is to promote tolerance and acceptance through education and inclusivity for all marginalized communities. The group mostly exists online right now, but they are looking for a physical space. The Bassetts say they're looking forward to seeing their nonprofit continue to grow.
Our intent is not to stop. We're just, there are just so many issues that need to be addressed and so many support services that need to go out there. We have the energy and we have the people that are dedicated and knowledgeable.
Part of the reason they're looking for a physical space is because they say there's a lot of anxiety in the community right now. Last year, a record number of anti-LGBTQ+ legislation was introduced, including some bills in Wisconsin. They're hoping to provide a safe space for people to let their anxieties out. Ken and Emily.
All right, thank you, Allison. Pride Month first started after the Stonewall riots, a series of violent protests that sparked the start of the gay rights movement. Today marks the 55th anniversary of Stonewall.
Well, students at the Boys and Girls Club spent the last week learning how to run their own food truck business, and then they were challenged to create their own. They heard a local food truck operator's ingredients for a successful business and worked with a volunteer graphic designer to create their food truck designs and logos. Today, the students showed off their new business model to a panel of judges. One team's food truck was called Grill on the Go, centered around barbecue.
The thing we served to the judge was pulled pork mac and cheese, but we also had like barbecue and like corn and like ribs and all that stuff.
The judges graded the presentations based on a variety of factors, including the kids' business model, truck design, and of course, how good the food tasted. The program was open to students in Boys and Girls Clubs from across the Coulee region.
The STEAM softball team paid a visit to the Children's Museum this afternoon. Some of the teammates spent time with children playing games, making crafts, and even partaking in some climbing at the museum. Their visit today is part of their promotional tour as they meet and connect with various organizations in the community. The museum director expressed that today was a special one for the kiddos.
I know that the Loggers organization as well as the STEAM organization are really committed to the community and to the kids in La Crosse. So this was just a win-win for both organizations.
The STEAM will be back at the Children's Museum July 21st. They're also hosting a game July 24th where half of the ticket proceeds will go towards the Children's Museum. We'll have a link to that game on our digital platforms.
President Biden is facing calls to withdraw his campaign by his own party.
How he defends his performance at a North Carolina rally when we come back.
Every week it costs more to feed my family.
Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Save big for the 4th, now through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground beef, just $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Buy 2, get 2 free on select Pepsi products. Whole seedless watermelon, just $3.98 each. Basket and bushel strawberries, just $1.77 for a 1-pound pack. And Frito-Lay party-size snacks, queso dip or salsa, just $3.99 each when you buy 3. Get these great deals and more, now through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
It's the 4th of July sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, with incredible values for every room in your home. Stunning sofas and sectionals, the latest bedrooms, exciting new dining rooms, and the best selection of leather around. Now's the time to take advantage of big savings on quality brands like Daniels Amish, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and Trustless. Plus, there's 48-month special financing and free gas just for shopping Drury's. More choices, better values. It's the 4th of July sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
President Biden's campaign aides shot down any speculation that he would or should withdraw from the race following a halting debate performance Thursday night.
The campaign says the president did fine and that they raised $14 million in the hours after the debate. But some Democrats are now openly saying they're concerned.
Bradley Blackburn has more details from New York.
Hello. Supporters in North Carolina gave President Biden an enthusiastic reception Friday.
I know I'm not a young man. State the obvious.
As he addressed Thursday night's debate.
I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth.
And there was no talk about dropping out of the race.
I give you my word as a Biden, I would not be running again if I didn't believe with all my heart and soul I can do this job.
But some Democrats are now voicing concern after seeing his performance.
Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
So far, party leaders are publicly supporting the president.
What do you say to Democrats who feel that there should be another nominee after the president's debate performance last night?
I'll make a statement about this, but not right now. Yeah.
How do you think he did?
Compared to a person who was lying the whole time?
Former President Trump did make many misleading or outright inaccurate statements on his side of the stage.
I'm the one that got the insulin down for the seniors. I took care of the seniors.
On Friday, Trump rallied with supporters in Virginia and offered his assessment of Biden's performance.
Joe Biden spent the entire week at Camp David resting, working, studying. He studied very hard. He studied so hard that he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
This is Trump's second campaign stop in Virginia as he makes a play for a state he lost by 10 points in 2020. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
President Biden and former President Trump are scheduled to debate again September 10th after each party's nominating conventions.
And nearly 48 million people tuned into the debate last night.
Yeah, that's according to preliminary data from Nielsen. The 90-minute face-off was broadcast across 22 networks, with CNN accounting for just over 9 million viewers.
There were noticeably less people watching last night compared to previous years. The first debate between Biden and Trump in 2020 drew in more than 73 million viewers across all networks.
The Stonewall National Monuments Visitor Center is officially open for business.
The history of the beginning of the LGBTQ+ rights movement.
We still got some showers and storms for this tonight, but then it turns breezy and cooler for the weekend, especially going into Sunday. We'll break down how cool those temperatures will look and what the 4th of July looks like. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
How much I weigh is nobody's business.
But Eric Hovde wants to make it his.
Eric Hovde thinks that if you're overweight, insurance companies should charge you more.
There should be consequences to those personal choices. Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
Hovde would increase health care costs for 1 out of every 3 people in Wisconsin.
Eric Hovde, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Get an 11% rebate on your painting project at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one with Stay Clean technology, so your home stays beautiful longer. A gallon starts at $19.48 after rebate. Paint in one coat with Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It provides max adhesion, height, and performance. With over 800 one-coat colors, it's designed to work for you. A gallon of flat is $47.87 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Your Home Improvement Company is a local company specializing in reviving outdated and worn-out bathrooms, and right now we're offering a significant discount to homeowners. That's right, you can save up to 30% off your bathroom remodel. Call the number on your screen and take advantage of these huge savings. With over 2 decades of experience, you'll notice the difference with our superior American-made bathroom remodeling products installed by certified local professionals committed to exceptional customer service, all backed by a lifetime warranty. Call today to schedule your free estimate and save 30% on your bathroom remodel. Whether you dream of a complete bathroom remodel or a simple tub-to-shower conversion, we'll surpass your expectations with our array of stunning design options and top quality materials. Enjoy a premier remodeling experience with trusted products with flexible financing options. Call today to book your free estimate and take advantage of our limited time offer. Don't miss this chance to elevate your home with your Home Improvement Company. Your Home Improvement Company, where it's your home made better.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
LGBTQ plus advocates say today is a historic day in their movement.
The Stonewall National Monument Visitor Center opened its doors to the public in New York City's Greenwich Village. The space is next door to the Stonewall Inn Bar and memorializes the site of the 1969 Stonewall riots.
Its opening coincides with the 55th anniversary of the police raid turned demonstration, the defining event that marked the beginning of the LGBTQ plus rights movement. President Biden and Elton John helped to officially open the center.
Stonewall serves as a national monument where generations to come will learn the important lessons of this essential history so that we do not repeat it, because the job isn't done.
The Stonewall Visitor Center is the first LGBTQ plus facility in the national park system. Officials say the $3.2 million center will serve as a space honoring the legacy of the Stonewall Rebellion and a hub for learning about the history and continued struggles.
Well, we were in for a rainy Friday to kick off weekend festivities, but things are going to be a lot more pleasant over the next couple of days. Let's get the details from Greg.
Yeah, for the most part, like we said, we had a rainy start for Friday, and then some have had also a rainy evening, but there's been quite a bit of dry breaks. But as Ken mentioned, we do have a decent weekend coming up, especially if you like the cooler conditions, and that's what we're going to see as we go throughout the time frame. But for the river update, really all the stages right now are at moderate flood stage, and they're likely to continue through the 4th of July, even the weekend. Right now, not too much changes with regards to what the precipitation we got going on, and we have some more coming up, and we'll see if that changes. But I think the big thing, they're going to remain high and quite high. In fact, La Crosse number, that's the highest it's ever been for June, not for the whole time, but for June. It shows you how rare it is to get this high this time of year. Storms until 2 a.m. It's going to be hit and miss a lot, especially as we go after about 9 p.m. Breezy Saturday. We might still see a shower or a sprinkle in the afternoon. I'll show you where to expect some of those. Come Sunday morning, could see some fog. It's definitely going to be chilly and a cooler Sunday, 10 to 15 degrees below average for temperatures. So you'll notice that Sunday. However, here's the line that we've been kind of monitoring. It's just getting to the edge of La Crosse. So maybe another hour of really steady precipitation for at least La Crosse, and then it'll be in southwest Wisconsin. Otherwise, after that, it's just a little bit of hit and miss. You'll notice there was a weak little line near Minneapolis. That's kind of the cold front that'll be coming through. So once this pushes east, a lot of the rest of the night, especially in the areas, are just going to be a hit and miss shower or storm. Just won't be anything strong or severe, and then the cold front will eventually be approaching the area not till after midnight. That may have a little bit of a line coming through about 2 to 3. As you notice, it falls apart too. So once again, a lot of the areas will remain dry, cloudy as we go throughout the night. Temperatures holding in the 60s. We'll start seeing a little break in the cloud cover towards the morning, so we'll have some sun for at least Saturday morning to maybe around noon for most areas. Then as the winds pick up out of the north behind the cold front, we'll start seeing cloud cover, low clouds developing in the afternoon, daytime heating. So temperatures will kind of top off about 70 up to the north, where they'll see more extensive clouds, to maybe 80 towards Prairie du Chien, where it's less cloud cover. But you notice a few sprinkles developing there, a shower or two. But the winds will be kind of strong. Then as we go throughout the evening, We'll see the cloud covers begin to decrease a little bit going into a chilly Friday, a Sunday night, and that could lead to some fog potential as you look at these temperatures here. 40s for a lot of locations, even some low to mid 40s too. So it will be a little chilly. Some fog as you wake up Sunday. Otherwise, Sunday with high pressure overhead should be fairly nice with a north wind. It just will be about 10 to 15 degrees below where we should be this time of year. Going into the start of the work week, we have the winds begin to turn around because another system is approaching. That could provide more rainfall as we go into that time frame Monday night and could lead to some significant rainfall. We'll have to keep an eye on this right now because there is that potential for some flash flooding going Monday night into Tuesday as it passes through. The good news, this time frame is not really conducive to seeing severe weather, so that threat is low right now. So that's the positive. But for tonight, showers probably and storms for the next couple hours, steady, and then it's really more hit and miss throughout the night. A lot of areas will remain dry. Otherwise, we'll have a breezy conditions tomorrow with temperatures getting up into the 70s with maybe a sprinkle in the afternoon. But you'll notice the temperatures drop quick as we go into Sunday in the low to mid 70s, followed by the rain chance coming back in for Monday into Tuesday. And right now, the 4th, there is that shower and thunderstorm chance, but we're not expecting any heat and humidity through the 8 days. So that's the positive, and we'll fine tune the time frame of those showers and storms as we get closer to the 4th.
Let's still hope it's a dry one, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers are back in action tonight against their I-94 rival. Plus, UWL's Sam Blaskowski back on the track later tonight as he pushes for a spot in Paris. Jacob's up next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Have you ever had to move? It's brutal. Why do we have so much stuff? Well, at Chrysler Winona, we're moving, and we're trying to pack light by throwing out some great deals. A lightly used 23 Grand Cherokee L with third row, heated seats, and remote start is just $38,990. Or pre-owned Chrysler Pacifica with heated leather and seating for 7 starting at just $23,990. So come see us before we move at Chrysler Winona, downtown Winona.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty steak patty sandwiches paired with a $2 medium-iced coffee.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
There's something for everyone at Riverfest 2024, July 3rd through the 6th at Riverside Park in La Crosse. Entertainment, food, and festivities featuring the Skyrockers' incredible 4th of July fireworks display. Enjoy Norskadalen's Music in the Valley, a chance to sit back and experience the beauty of Norskadalen and listen to one of the area's best musicians, Dan Zabronic, July 3rd at 5:30.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for any traveler you want to be. Like #1 Chef Dad cooking up a free hot breakfast for the entire family at a comfort hotel.
Mom made this.
I added the garnish. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. If you're looking for a tractor, stop by Wood Sales and check out our lineup of Coyote tractors. Subcompact, compact, and utility tractors. If it needs doing, Coyote tractors will get it done. Get 0% for 84 months or cash rebates with standard rate options. Coyote tractors at Wood Sales and Service. Experience the Wood Sales advantage of service before and after the sale. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
While the weather around here may not be the best for competition tonight, about 2,000 miles away in Eugene, Oregon, it's nice and dry with some great conditions for running, and Sam Blaskowski will do just that tonight. Last night, Blaskowski ran his second event out west at the U.S. Olympic Team Trials, the 200-meter dash. In Heat 1, he posted a time of 20.61 seconds, which was good enough for an overall finish of 16th out of 29 competitors. Now, tonight, he needs to finish first or second in his heat or post one of the 9 fastest times overall. He runs in the second heat around 9:30. Meanwhile, the Brewers are getting ready for a series with the Cubs tonight, with first pitch a little after 7. While Milwaukee is riding high after a sweep of the Rangers, Chicago is skidding, having lost 4 of their last 5 games. This will be the 8th meeting between the two teams, with the Crew having 4 of the 7 wins so far. I expect to hear some boos once again if Craig Counsell does make an appearance, but overall a good chance for the Brewers to separate themselves from their division rival even more. And like Milwaukee, the Twins are playing some good baseball as of late, having won their last 2 series. But they'll have their work cut out for them tonight as they face off with the top team in the AL West, the Seattle Mariners. Bailey Ober will get the ball looking for his 8th win of the season, facing off with Logan Gilbert. Twins 9 games over 500, but still 7 back of the Guardians, who have the best record in the AL. And at last check, the Loggers will still be back in action tonight at Copeland Park as they hope to start a new win streak, but the game now scheduled later to start at 7:15. La Crosse fell to Thunder Bay last night, 12-3, and there were some fireworks last night courtesy of the Border Cats bats, but there will be none tonight after the game is not going to have the fireworks show after, so due to the weather. So if you plan on going, take a look at the social media pages to see if there's a new announcement on the game, but as we have right now, 7:15 is the scheduled start time. So we'll
Powering
see.
through.
Yeah, we'll see about that, but you're going to the Brewer game. There's going to be a game.
I'm excited.
Because of the roof. So.
Yeah, okay, so it's open.
Yes.
Okay,
well, it can open and shut, so there's going to be a game regardless.
Okay, awesome.
You're never going to be delayed when you're going to a Brewer.
But it's supposed to be beautiful weather tomorrow, I thought.
That's true.
Right?
There's no issue with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, huge rivalry.
Yes.
Obviously, the Brewers manager is now the Cubs manager, so there's extra rivalry.
So if you hear boos for him, you can join in if you want. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
And I'd be stunned if it's not a sellout crowd on Saturday.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting my tickets right after this break.
It's going to be a great game.
Well, there we go. You better get on it.
I know, well, it's all queued up. I just got to click purchase. Yep, exactly.
We'll have fun.
Okay, all right, thanks, guys. We'll have another look at your forecast right after this.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, what you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Now, get up to $8,400 in total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's 4th of July sale is going on now, so celebrate and save with great summer deals throughout the store. Like these Blaine's Farm and Fleet camp chairs, just $9.99. Men's work and sport pocket tees, $12.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. 15% off all American flags, and select pet treats, 20% off. In a rush? Place your orders online at farmandfleet.com and pick your items up in our convenient drive-thru in just 1 hour.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
All right, the National Weather Service issued a flood advisory for La Crosse area, given that we're up to about 1 inch to maybe 1.5 inches of precipitation, so some ponding of water is possible. The good news is the back edge is coming, but we still probably got about another hour of some light rain or moderate, something to keep it warm. Otherwise, cooler this weekend, 70s, maybe even 40s at night, too.
Oh, my goodness. Nice and breezy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.